Hello, Durud and Shalom. We be live.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We've had the United States strike for the 5th consecutive night in a row, with strikes only expanding. Last night, there were multiple explosions on the industrial cities and the missile production capacity of the Islamic Republic around Tehran. Today, the United States has taken out multiple bridges linking Bandar Abbas in the south of Iran to Shiraz. This comes as a signal after Donald Trump has said a couple of days ago that this coming week will be the week of destroying the infrastructure of Iran. And this is largely what's trying to bring the Islamic Republic back to the negotiating table. But there's some trouble with that. So we're going to go through the internal strife that's happening in the past 24 hours within the Islamic Republic, as well as cover you the strikes. They go anywhere from police stations to bridges to industrial bases and etc. And we have alligrams for you today, along with a couple of other miscellaneous stuff, such as, Armin, get this, Ali Khamenei's burial site was set on fire. Someone set a large
Was that real?
fire. It was real. Someone set someone had set his tomb on fire. Yeah, they put out the fire, but it was really big and it looked really good. And Iranians are very, very happy. So let's get started with what's happening kinetically in the Middle East right now, because there's actually a lot going on. So, guys, the Islamic Republic is kind of on its last legs here. They just tried to smuggle some shipments of weapons to the Houthis and Hezbollah, and they were both intercepted. But let's go into the south of Iran to Bandar Abbas, where we can see that a couple of bridges were hit.
پل گریبه یه تکه کلن اصلا نین وای 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 ای خواردن وسط پل تریلی کسی رو طرف پل گریبه نیاد طرف پل گریبه پلا ما یا بالفقط اترکیده برا ایو برا تریلی تا کرد بنزین اترکیده یا خدا.
It's so hard understanding the southern accent there, but guys, basically he's saying that oh my god, they hit the bridge. They hit the bridge for like trucks and stuff, and then he turns around, and as he's walking away, he notices like a trail of gasoline on the ground, and he screams and he's like, "Oh my god, there's gas on the ground. It's going to catch on fire. Run."
He also tells people not to come this way.
Yeah.
He also does a public service announcement.
Yeah, it was very nice of him. So then we also have, and this is confirmed, this just happened, I would say roughly maybe an hour ago. But stay tuned because we're getting some updates as well. Last night, guys, we told you they hit a lot of the places near Tehran, and air defense activity across the entire city was activated. So I did think more was going to happen. Tonight, we're getting info right now that air defense over Tehran has been activated already. So maybe they're spooked. I don't know, but we'll see what happens with there. This is the same bridge.
دوستان پل گریبه وسط ولی دادن وسط کافته یه خورده وسط تریلی تانکر دوستان.
So you can kind of see like there's a truck right there and it pulled up and it can't go across.
So he's saying like, my friends, the bridge has been hit right in the middle. It's been hit. The truck has been hidden. Look at me, my friends. Look at this, my friends. Look, the bridge has been hit in the middle.
So that was only the first bridge.
Where was that again?
That's in Bandar Abbas, right here. Right here.
Okay, so guys, President Trump, like, let's be fair. President Trump delivered. Okay, so it wasn't empty. I know, like, some of you want more. But President Trump said bridges will be hit, and bridges are being hit. These are not just IRGC, I don't know, communication towers or drones and missiles. This is bridges. So President Trump, don't say Trump always chickens out. This is a delivery on the promise that was made to somebody, right? Ali, do you agree with that?
I think this is just a precursor to come. I think they're going to hit a lot more.
Okay.
Because tonight they hit 2. So that was the first bridge. This is the next bridge. And I also got intel that the US bases in Germany were very, very active in terms of aircraft. So it seems like we're going to be having a lot more bombing runs come in this coming week. And the second bridge that was hit tonight was, yeah, absolutely. Okay, so this is a bridge right here that was also struck. We can have a video of that as well. This one's a little bit different. This bridge that was struck was also targeting someone in particular because someone was in that car and they've been evaporated. So
show us the video. Somebody in the car. Did you just say somebody in the car was evaporated? Wait, hold on. Did you just say, what did you say? Repeat.
Oh, wait, why am I not showing it? I thought I was showing it.
Yeah.
Here, let me...
You're not showing it. Share the tab.
Look.
There we
go. So
go.
this is the second bridge. And yeah, pretty much.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so whoever was driving that car was apparently important enough to get hit. So those are two bridges.
The guy is asking. So the guy is, so they had hit another bridge, and the guy is asking, was there anyone in the car? So he's asking the people down there, was there anyone in the car? Ali, where was the second bridge hit?
Second bridge was hit right here. So guys, both of these bridges, this one was here near Kahuristan. Both of these bridges were apparently very important bridges when it comes to reaching the big city of Shiraz. So these were truck routes for bridges going from Shiraz to Bandar-Abbas. Keep in mind, Bandar-Abbas is the largest port in Iran. You just hit two major bridges that connect your major port to Shiraz, a major hub that goes into the rest of Iran. That's the significance.
Shiraz is my mom's, guys. Shiraz is my mom's city. I lived there for 7 to 8 years.
Yeah, I really want to go. So it looks like things are getting serious. That's going to hurt some supply chain logistics pretty hard there. And okay, I'm getting some crazy stuff. But anyway, we have a lot more in terms of kinetic strikes because the United Arab Emirates is now using its own drone, which is the Yabhon R. So this is also confirmed. The United Arab Emirates is now using their very own homemade one-way attack drones on the Islamic Republic. So
wow,
it was spotted in the air there. Apparently they work. Yeah, I don't know how well, but here it is.
You're telling me the Arabs built something themselves that works?
I think.
I thought these people just buy things. I thought these people just buy things.
Yeah, I thought so too. But you know, apparently they started using them.
I bet you it's all made somewhere else, and the assembly is in the UAE. I bet you. I bet money. I bet you, like, oh, we built it. They buy all the pieces and they just assemble it in the UAE to say that we built it.
Yeah, yeah. And then Bahrain is currently getting bombarded. They actually just got hit, I think, 20, 30 minutes ago. Sirens didn't even go off. They just got hit. So it looks like ballistic missiles, because those will get there in about 2 minutes. Don't even have time to raise the alarm. Here's the thing about Kuwait, though. So Kuwait just got hit again. I mean, they've been getting hit nonstop. But we actually have some statistics for you guys. So as of an hour ago, let me make this bigger so you guys can see. As of an hour ago, they got hit by another 30 Shahed drones, 32 Shahed drones. And then they actually gave us the statistics. They said since the beginning, we've been hit by 25 cruise missiles over here on the left, 387 ballistic missiles. These are large, like several story missiles, guys. And then 1,002 UAVs, so Shaheds. So Kuwait's been getting hit a lot. We know that.
Being hit by these are targeted numbers, not hit numbers. A lot of these were intercepted.
Oh, sorry. Targeted, right.
Yes.
And that's the Kuwait uprate. So you guys can see that the Persian Gulf Arab countries are largely getting more involved here. even Saudi Arabia is actually, they've made some concessions, and we can actually see that the Prince Sultan Air Base is now hosting more US aircraft. Remember previously they said, hey, we don't want you using our airspace, our bases for attacking the Islamic Republic. Looks like they're kind of going back on that. And this comes after Trump gives the green light to Saudi Arabia to attack the Houthis with US support. The Qatar Al Udeid base was evacuated from refueling tankers. So all the refueling tankers from Qatar got moved to the Prince Sultan Air Base in Saudi Arabia, and perhaps a couple of other ones. So it looks like they're still in the area. They're still ready to attack. And I think this next week, if Donald Trump's words are to be accurate, is going to see an extensive bombing campaign and perhaps even more.
Here's the problem. The Islamic Republic is trying to get the Houthis involved. Okay. And they're really supporting the Houthis right now to close the Bab al-Mandab. If they manage to put any tension on Bab al-Mandab, that means that it's going to put a lot of pressure on oil supplies in the market. And with that, the oil reserves that we had going into Operation Epic Fury, this could be devastating to oil prices and inflation globally, right? This is the reason why we saw the Saudis bombing the Sana'a airport, right? Because the plane that was leaving Tehran, leaving Ali Khamenei's funeral to Sana'a in Yemen, now we know apparently there weren't just people on there, there was also guns on that plane. And Saudi was like, oh, hell no, you don't. And they bombed the airport. And all that did is that made the plane, instead of landing in Sana'a in Yemen, it landed in Hodeidah, which is also in Yemen. So it didn't do anything. And then now the Houthis are attacking Saudi targets. But the thing is that Saudis are really panicking over the fact that because the Islamic Republic is panicking over Trump now going in and attacking the infrastructure. So they're now putting out an order to the Houthis that if our infrastructure is hit, you close Bab al-Mandab. And the Islamic Republic is increasing its support for the Houthis right now. And the Houthis apparently are now in the game, and they're going to be standing by to close Bab al-Mandab in case President Trump attacks the Islamic Republic infrastructure. So here's the problem, though, for the Islamic Republic. If they do that, they are going to be officially back at war with Saudi Arabia. Ali, you've noticed, I noticed, the people in the chat noticed that the Islamic Republic has not been hitting Saudi Arabia for a while now, right? We also noticed that in the revenge posters, there are the Americans, there are the Israelis, there's Bahrain, the leaders of Bahrain, King of Bahrain, King of Kuwait, and UAE. But on the revenge posters, Saudi Arabia is missing. Okay, why is that? Is it only a matter that is it only because there's a financial deal between Saudi Arabia and the Islamic Republic? We pay you, you don't hit us, or is there something else? Maybe in addition to that, or maybe just that. We don't know. Here's an additional thing. Pakistan is terrified now. Pakistan is terrified for Saudis to go at war with the Islamic Republic proxies Houthis. You know why Pakistan is terrified about that?
They have a defense pact and they have to help.
They have a defense pact with Saudi Arabia. So this would drag Pakistan into a war. So Pakistan has been putting pressure on the Islamic Republic that don't you do that, don't you dare, don't you drag us into war. And the Islamic Republic right now needs Pakistan if there's supposed to be any negotiations and anything. The main mediator that they have chosen is Pakistan. Apparently, like nobody else, like the Qataris and the Omanis are very angry at the Islamic Republic. Is Pakistan the main mediator that the Islamic Republic relies on? But Pakistan has a defense pact with Saudi Arabia, so they don't want to piss. One reason why they haven't been attacking Saudi Arabia in their posters is because the Islamic Republic doesn't want to be losing Pakistan. So, but if this escalates, basically the Islamic Republic is going to lose their last remaining friend, which is Pakistan. And this will escalate things to a whole other level This is a level of tension that the Islamic Republic doesn't want to get into. But if they get into it, you know what that means, Ali? That means that the Islamic Republic is
No
thinking
going
that if
back.
I don't do this, it's game over. Like this is
Yeah.
like the Islamic Republic
There's no
is
going back.
reserving this. Yes.
You're absolutely right. So
Yeah.
here's the thing: signaling Trump hitting these bridges tonight, and also saying he's going to hit the infrastructure, tells the Saudi Arabia, the Qatar, the Bahrain that your guys' infrastructure is most definitely also going to be hit in retaliation by the Islamic Republic. Like 100%, it's going to be hit. There's no surprises about that happening. So join in, or else.
By the way, guys, did you enjoy how we connected the dots here? Like I didn't see anybody. Like we started with the we talked about the Islamic Republic, the Houthis, Saudi Arabia, and then connected to Pakistan, the oil markets. Like we spent about 5 minutes painting the picture in a way that no one else has explained it to you this way. Like this was a perfect picture that we just painted for you. We basically summarize the situation that we're in at right now.
You know what's funny about the Houthis? Guys, this is what's funny about the Houthis. So the Houthis, as you guys know, are kind of fighting two people. They're fighting the Yemeni government. They're fighting the Saudi government. Well, today, the Yemeni government kind of got in their plan, in their way. And there was a boat giving them supplies from the IRGC. And on this boat were drilling equipment, medical supplies, AKs, mortars, grenade launchers, everything for building missiles that you guys can see. And the Yemeni government was like, oh, interesting. I think we'll take that instead of the Houthis. And that's not the only shipment that was seized going from the Islamic Republic to a proxy. The Houthis are probably, crying at the moment. But you know who's also crying? And as soon as this video finishes in just a second here, oh my God, I have like 50 tabs open. Let me close these. Sheesh. All right, there we go. So as you guys saw, all of this was snatched up. This was going straight to the Houthis. I got carbon fiber. Oh my God, we got carbon fiber little cylinders for building rockets there. Yes. I don't know if that's like a motor or not, but yeah, they were getting all sorts of stuff. The money of the people of Iran being squandered. So it looks like the Houthi shipment was seized, and that boats like that are used to close the Bab el-Mandeb. They actually have less now. Well, let's go into Syria. Something else happened today. Right here, so the highway going from Baghdad to Damascus, the Syrian government managed to seize another IRGC shipment carrying an astonishing amount of weapons. This will give you guys perspective on just how much destruction you can fit into one truck. Let's take a look here. They're dragging everything out, and they're going to lay it all out on the side of the road so we can get a good picture. And it's insane. I did not think that this was a thing. Like, look at all of that. Are you kidding me? There's like 50 FPV drones there, countless other stuff. It's like you have rocket launchers right there for like destroying tanks. I mean, look at this.
Where was this?
This is right here. This is in between Syria and Iraq. So the highway going from Baghdad to Damascus, right at the border, the Syrians, the military grabbed it.
Finally, because one criticism for the Syrians army is that even with the fall of Assad, your country seems to be still a highway for the Islamic Republic's support for Hezbollah. So this was supposed to go. This is the Islamic Republic's support for Hezbollah going through Iraq and then Syria. Guys, this is the regime in Iran. They were sending this to Hezbollah. So Israelis, if you see drones coming at you from the north, This is how they get it from the Islamic Republic. They're going to Hezbollah, yes, from the regime in Iran to Hezbollah to attack Israelis. That's what this was, and the Syrian army stopped it.
And do you guys see this truck? This truck looks like it just carries, gas or something. Am I right?
Yeah.
No, it's packed. You got rocket launchers. You have like RPG rounds. You have all of this like missile warheads. These are explosive warheads that you stick into missiles. Then look at all these drones. The drones, the consoles to use them. That all fits in that. When I saw that, I was like, oh my God, that's insane. That's insane. The amount of weapons that you can ship in with just a single unassuming truck.
Yeah.
They learned from the Escobars, you know what I mean? Weapons shipment.
Somebody in the chat say, kudos, Jelani. I guess he's our terrorist. Yeah, he's our he's a terrorist, but he's our terrorist now.
He's ours now.
I don't like that. No, stop. Okay. Oh, Hexeth.
This video is from Pete Hexeth. This was when Al-Zaidi visited the White House a couple days ago. So as I guys told you, let me actually just mute that. So as I guys told you, Al-Zaidi signed 19 agreements with the White House. Then he got in a car with Pete Hexeth, and they had a little drive, and they went straight to the Pentagon, where they met with all the commanders of the military, the CIA, etc. Here he is. It's happening right here. And they did something interesting. Pete Hexeth came out on X and he posted that I just spoke with Al-Zaidi, and Iraq and the US just promised each other to go after the IRGC-backed militias. For some reason, no one's covering this. I don't understand why they aren't making a huge deal out of this. This is huge. And he says it himself right here. This is Secretary of War Pete Hexeth, gray tick mark. It's the legit guy, okay? And he's literally talking about it right here. To deepen our partnership, Iraq must assert its sovereignty and disarm the Iran-aligned militias. The U.S. is also looking to the Iraqi security forces, including all of these, to lead in these efforts. So that's it. They have until September 30th. They have 2 months and a half. The IRGC militias to disarm, and if they don't, it's not going to end up too well for them, in my opinion. What do you guys think? I think you're muted.
So can we say that? Can we see the video? That's an epic video.
Yeah,
I think that looks like an epic video.
Well, Your Excellency, welcome to the Pentagon. A generation of great Americans in this building spent their lives, and many lost their brothers, fighting for the future of Iraq. Like the great Americans that I mentioned, Iraqis as well have shed blood fighting ISIS, inch by inch, fighting to free your country from ISIS's grip. And today we will affirm publicly that Operation Inherent Resolve will conclude its counter-ISIS mission from Iraq on the timeline previously jointly announced. Iraq was not Saddam's, Iraq was not Al-Qaeda's or ISIS's, and it's not Iran's. It's a strong sovereign country that we could look forward to partnering with based on mutual benefits. Iraq was not Al-Qaeda's or ISIS's, and it's not Iran's. It's a strong sovereign country that we could look forward to partnering with based on mutual benefits. We look forward to your leadership. We appreciate your courage and boldness, and we look forward to finding ways to partner in the future. Thank you for being here. God bless.
And there we have it. The interesting part about this was that he also mentioned the Kurdistan region security forces, the Peshmerga. They still have a role to play, I believe. They still have a role to play, the Kurdish separatists and non-separatist forces. So,
yeah.
Quick little fun fact about Pete Hexeth. He actually just made it mandatory for men in the military over the age of 30 to get testosterone tests. And if they have low testosterone, they get testosterone supplements. So, damn, you know, we got some changes in the military apparently on the hormonal level.
Wow.
I didn't know we
Wow.
needed it. So that's the proxy update. Weapons are being seized. The U.S. is going in with the Iraqis and the Kurds to clean up some of the remnants of ISIS and the IRGC black militias, which is a big, big indicator of what's to come. You guys are seeing live the alliances being forged and even forced. We just talked about the Persian Gulf Arab countries. They're forced to get off their butt. Iraq, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, all these different countries, they're all joining in. Even Lebanon is to some extent allowing US troops in there. So I think when it comes time to execute the Islamic Republic, you're going to see a lot happen all at once very fast. And for it to be set up in a way to continue destroying the remnants of them long afterwards. Looks like the Iranian Civil Aviation Organization has canceled all flights in the country. So we're about to see a complete emptying of the airspace over Iran, even though it only had maybe 3 or 4 flights at any given time. Okay, Loristan. All right, gotcha. So there we go. Let's go back to the map here. There's a few more things. Guys, in the Islamic Republic, actually a lot happened. And after we get through that, we also have alligrams, and then we have the explosion videos that CENTCOM has released. Some pretty cool ones there, actually. So we go into Tehran today. We can see, let me see, what do I want to start with? Let's start with some ridiculousness. In Valias Meidun, like Square, Valias Square, the Islamic Republic has put up a disgusting billboard. Who is the next one? So the D is for Donald Trump. And under that, should make it bigger for you guys. And under that, guys, look at this. They put hashtag Lindsey Graham.
Wow.
So they're trying to say, oh, who's next after Lindsey Graham? Is it Donald Trump? It's Donald Trump. So that's something that the Islamic Republic is not giving up on. You guys want to know why? Because
that looks like AI. Sure, this is real.
This, yeah, it was posted by Tasneem, but I mean, hey, let's not put it past them. You know what I mean? Let's not put it past them.
Okay. So Tasneem posted. So even if the poster is fake, Tasneem News posted it anyway. Yeah, so it is
still significant.
Yeah, because guys, Tasneem News is IRGC News, so they posted it. So it might be AI, but the point is that it was posted by IRGC. And again, Neil Bunny says the regime does AI all the time. True.
Oh, okay, I know where I put it now. All right, it's in here. Right, so let's go here and let's take a listen to some of the things that the people in the Islamic Republic have been saying. All right, guys. So the Islamic Republic has released a full-on tutorial on how to eliminate Donald Trump. Full-on tutorial.
Okay, wait, whoa, wait. We're not playing that. Are we? Don't play that at all.
Wait,
oh my god!
It's actually safe. It's actually safe. We'll play the first 10 seconds. Just before you play that, before you play that, YouTube. You're sure this is like not a tutorial? Yeah, no, it's here. The first 5 seconds we can show, but the rest we can't. Okay, look at this.
Just to be clear, YouTube,
we'll just put it here.
We're covering the news. We're against anybody being taken out. This is wrong, and this is not an instruction. It's like Ali, it's not an instruction, right?
No, this is we're trying to raise awareness that the Islamic Republic is out to harm the United States president, and we want the United States president to ensure his safety and for nothing to happen, because we are huge supporters of the United States in the Western world. And we want this threat to be aware.
Okay, play it then.
So, guys, this video starts off by saying
با استناد به پیچیده ترین پروتکل های امنیتی
based on us analyzing and gathering information on Donald Trump's daily schedules, his close aides, every public announcement, and everything like that, this is how you would continue if you wanted to commit out a certain act. We're not going to show any more of that, but this is a 2-minute, 50-second video of them going into detail about Donald Trump's daily scheduling, where he goes
Oh
to,
my
where
God.
he comes from, what type of weapons you may use, and etc., and how you can get.
Ali, stop. Stop. Like this is getting way like YouTube is like, this is we're getting way like I know YouTube community guidelines, and this is like getting
Okay, gotcha.
Getting us into dangerous territory. Very dangerous.
This is going to very much irk Donald Trump, in my opinion, rightfully so. It looks like the Islamic Republic hasn't given up on trying to get rid of him.
Right.
And
so,
honestly,
guys,
I wish
Americans, you need to be very, this is very concerning. Like, I hope you guys are not feeling like, oh, they're probably not going to be able to do anything. This is a serious threat. They're putting it a call to action out there with instructions and rewards. Lone wolf attacks by professionals. Guys, you lost your president almost by an amateur. A kid. They are putting huge financial rewards. Professionals are going to get interested. This is insanely dangerous. And you also have a president that is too brave, in my opinion, right? Like, he doesn't take his safety that seriously. He is very brave, and he's a bit too brave. This is really dangerous. You guys need to take this very seriously. I don't know why this is okay. This is insane. Are Americans here taking this seriously in the chat? But anyways, I don't know. This is, I think like the level of anger and frustration and concern is not at all at the levels that I think it should be based on what's happening.
The Islamic resistance in Iraq today also issued a $10 million bounty for the same thing.
Unbelievable. Cut out this tumor from the fucking world. Like, why are we tolerating this shit? Like, what else do these fuckers need to do? Sorry, Ali. I know I'm supposed to.
No,
but like, enough already. Like, enough already. Just get this done and over with. Why is the world tolerating this nonsense?
Absolutely agreed. Guys, you may be informed that the Islamic Republic's parliament... Oh, all right. Totally forgot. Let me fix that. Let's go over here. Okay. The Islamic Republic Parliament is back in session. Guess what they're talking about? Well, there's really two things. One, again, is revenge on Donald Trump. And the second one is negotiations. So that's actually really strange. So this is one of the parliament members, and he's saying he's backing up Ghalibaf. This is the internal politics of what's about to happen in terms of negotiations. They're talking about how, yes, we need revenge, but negotiations are not an end to the war. We negotiate and we fight and we get revenge on Donald Trump, which is what we've been telling you guys. So they're doing a little shift of narrative here. And this is 2 minutes long, so I'm not gonna play it for you, but I am going to play you Ghalibaf's little tidbit from his speech. And I think we can get the most amount of information out of this 20 seconds than we could possibly get anywhere else. Here is Mr. Ghalibaf, and he's come out with a speech last night. By the way, he mentioned negotiations 9 times in this speech. Now, this is just a 20-second clip. Let's take a listen.
ما غنیسازی رو 20% کردیم جنگ شد 60% کردیم جنگ شد ولی این باعث شد که اونها بعد بپذیرن و وارد بحث با ما بشن.
How weak is that? Armin, did you listen to that? Oh my God. Do you want to play it again for you?
No, no, no. I got it. He's saying that when we enrich uranium to 20%, it caused war. When we enrich to 60%, it also caused war. But however, it basically compelled them to accept that we are going to enrich uranium. Is that what he said at the end?
Yeah, isn't
Yes.
that's such a like this guy's such a little weasel. First of all, it's your fault, the IRGC's fault, that the country's been dragged into war constantly. The Iranian people have to pay the brunt of it for your stupid uranium enrichment. But now you're saying that, oh, you're trying to spin it like, yeah, see, look, they fought us and we enriched it anyway, and now they're accepting that we're enriching it. It's like, what kind of delusional statement is that, unless it's to get people normalized that we're talking to them, right? That's his whole point. It's like, we're talking to them. We're negotiating. He's like setting himself up. So he said that 9 times during his speech, basically. He said negotiation, negotiation, harf bezanim muzakere. And I think that's exactly where we're going. Guys, unfortunately, I think my personal opinion, we're going to have some extensive strikes. We're probably going to shed another layer of IRGC leadership. We might even have a limited grand operation, or probably not, but more extensive air operations. And then we go back to the negotiating table with the Islamic Republic. I think that's probably where we're headed.
We do have a new force by the Islamic Republic just recently being deployed that could change things in their favor.
What is it?
Let me share.
Oh no. Oh man. Oh man.
This is a new video saying Allahu Akbar, Jonah Fado Yarahbar. Okay, one more time. So Ali, the dangerous thing here, like it's not the guns that are the danger here. Okay, what you need to be really concerned about is that they're going to be rolling these, like they're going to throw these at you like bowling balls, and they're going to roll over, and if they hit American soldiers, it's going to be devastating. Okay,
these are like cannonballs that big.
All right. Well, Ali, why are they holding white flag? I don't understand. You see that? Those white flags in the back?
Are they trying to surrender
again? Are they surrendering already? Like you're being so aggressive, but you're holding. Yeah, look, what the hell? Yeah, what is it? What's up with the?
I don't know.
White flags. You haven't even started, and you're waiting. Okay.
Pretty You know, that second row is more terrifying, I think, than the first one. If you just go ahead like 2 seconds. I think that second row, that second rank, you know, you get more of a, you're like, oh, okay, like they got masks on. Oh my God.
Yeah, and they look more fit. Oh, I see what they're doing. These are the elite ones. These are human shield. Oh, Ali, this is the human shield. They put the fatties at the front because they're not as good, and they also are big enough to be used as a shield. They don't know it.
You know when
That's
you play
the
soccer?
elite force in the back. This is the elite force in the back.
You when you play soccer and you just you point at the biggest kid and you're like, you're the goalkeeper. Yeah, I think that's what's happening here.
Right. Look at this. They put the fatties at the front as cover for these. Okay.
So smart. Guys, make the biggest military vest you can possibly make.
These are the serious ones. That's why they're wearing the mask. The front line doesn't need to wear. Look at this. The front line is not wearing any mask because who cares? They're gonna be sacrificed. The second line, all of them are wearing masks except that one.
Jeez.
Okay.
Man.
Wait. I have another video. You should see this one. You want to see another video? This
Yeah, let's do
guy.
it.
This guy was like in
Oh
the
yeah, I
foreign
saw that
ministry.
one.
You saw this one? Oh my God, this is
Yeah.
crazy. This guy was
Yeah.
from the foreign minister of the Islamic Republic in the previous administration. Look at what he said here.
Yeah, this guy, he was the foreign minister to Russia from 2008 to 2013.
Oh
when
yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you're right.
And I hate
You're
his
right.
voice.
So
I hate his voice.
he was the ambassador to Russia of the Islamic Republic. Okay, look at what he's saying here.
الان برای پول هر کاری میکنه. یه دونه سیاه‌پوست برای $1000 مثلا جان بولتون رو به ما باید بکشیم.
So he's saying Americans would do anything for money. Okay, and then he gets racist. He's saying, for example, a black person in America for just $1,000 will go and basically kill John Bolton. I don't know why he's saying black people in America. So people are confused. So yeah, he's like Americans would do anything for money. A black person in America is willing to go and take out John Bolton for just $1,000. Okay, so let's continue. See what he says. Guys, this is the ambassador to Russia, the Islamic Republic ambassador to Russia in the previous war.
کشیم.
And that was just the
That's
first
sad.
5 seconds.
That was just the first 5 seconds. It gets worse. It gets worse.
اینا سگ‌های کثیفی هستن که زندگی بشریت رو نجس کردن. ترامپ
So these people, Americans, are dirty dogs that have made the life of humanity dirty, right? They have basically made humanity as a whole has become dirtier because of the lives of these dirty dog Americans. That's what he's saying. Okay.
زندگی بشریت رو نجس کردن. ترامپ یه حرف خنده‌داری زده بود، گفته بود من وصیت کردم که اگر منو ترور کردن ایران رو به شدت بمبارون کنه. مطمئن باشین اگر ترور بشه همه دنیا و بسیاری از عقلای آمریکا شادمان میشن.
So say Trump has made a will, he has made a very funny statement for after he dies. He says that if the Islamic Republic assassinates me, go and bomb Iran. That's what Trump said, which is he says it's very funny. He like, I guarantee it that if we assassinate Trump, all of the world and many people, the wise people in America, they will all be happy. Like the whole world will be congratulating us for doing this if we manage to assassinate Trump.
دعا به جون جمهوری اسلامی میکنن که از یه همچه آدم فاشیست مغرور خلی نجاتشون دادن.
So it's like the whole world, if we take out Trump, the whole world will be praying for the Islamic Republic. The whole world will come pray for the Islamic Republic and thanking the Islamic Republic from saving the world from this fascist, narcissistic idiot. Okay? And then look.
خلی نجاتشون دادن. هیچ اتفاقی هم نمیاد.
And nothing would happen. Like if we assassinate Trump, they won't be able to do anything to us. Like you're like, oh, Trump said I will bomb, like we'll bomb Iran if they assassinate me. He's like, they wouldn't do anything.
ببینید ایران به اندازه کافی قدرتمند و خشن هست که دردسر درست کنه.
Like listen, like he's saying Iran is powerful and violent enough to be able to cause problems if they want to attack us. Okay, this is the guy. This idiot is saying this after they already killed Khamenei.
ما در مقابل کشورهای عربی یه کار نکردیم. به نظر من اگر کاری بودم روی زدن سران امارات فکر میکردم.
Like we haven't done anything against these Arab countries around the Persian Gulf. If it was up to me, I would have thought about taking out the leaders of the UAE, basically assassinating the leaders of UAE.
وقتی که اینها در کشتن رهبر کردن کافیه که ما هر جنایتی میخوایم بکنیم. از اسم این جنایت نیست. اسم انتقام خونهای.
Oh, this was a Freudian slip. Okay, he said because these people, guys, he made a Freudian slip. He said because these people killed our supreme leader, that would give us the excuse to do any crime that we want. But this is not actually, obviously, it's not a crime. Okay. But so he said crime. He said that we are now allowed to do any crime that we want because they killed their supreme leader. So he's admitting that they're criminals.
که ما هر جنایتی میخوایم بکنیم از اسم این جنایت نیست.
But this is not. But actually, this is not a crime. These are
like,
not
oops.
crimes. So he, oopsies. So he just described everything that they're doing and everything they could do as crimes. And he's like, we can do crimes because they killed our supreme leader. But then he corrected themselves that these are not crimes.
خونهاییه ولی ما ملت شب میگشیم تو میدون میگیم شعار بده بابا با شعار چیزی حل نمیشه اینا رو تا نزنی یا نکشی یا منافعشون رو به خطر نندازی اینا دست کارا بر نمیاد
I can't listen to his voice anymore. It bothers me.
He says that we keep bringing people in the streets to chant. These chants are not going to do anything until we kill these people or threaten their interests. Then nothing will change. Like we have to actually go do something instead of just chanting. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Okay.
God.
Sorry.
He just guys, not only does he sound retarded, he is retarded. So
there's another video. I'm not going to play this. Okay. I'm just going to show it to you guys. We played this on our Persian show. But let me just play the first few seconds because this guy admits something very important. Hold on. It's from the regime.
تلاش نکنیم بزنیم رهبراشون رو توی امریکا. یعنی اگر بخواید صلح و امنیت بماند تضمین بشه باید بزنیم.
So this guy is saying, this is from the regime. He's saying that if we don't keep attacking these countries, there will be an uprising inside Iran. He says riots. So he here is admitting that one of their motivations to be at continuous war with the United States is so that we don't have an uprising in Iran. So this is their mindset of some people within the Islamic Republic, is that they don't want a peace or negotiation or ceasefire with the United States. They want to just stay in this continuous war-like situation because they are afraid that if things die down, there will be an uprising. And he says, like, if we stop, there will be an uprising.
Yeah, I actually had that video. We've seen them say stuff like that. And it's very telling. And it's very true. This is like one of the only true things that they say.
Yeah. Except he calls it riots instead of an uprising.
Yeah, riots. See, when 95% of a country wants you out, just riots. So guys, perhaps the biggest problem within Iran right now, a social, political problem, is the bombardment of the south of Iran. I'll give you guys a quick update and tell you why it's such a problem. So right now, they are hitting the entirety of the coast. Again, that's a coastline that's pretty much half the size of the United States. Everywhere is being bombarded. They're hitting airports. They're hitting air bases and IRGC airports directly. But recently, a couple things happened. Something that Prince Reza Pahlavi has talked about. I'm going to pull up his post here. So Prince Reza Pahlavi is talking about the soldiers, the conscripts in the regular Iranian military that were killed recently. We reported on this a couple nights ago. Turns out they weren't IRGC. They were just regular Iranian citizens conscripted into the military, and they were hit directly. So the problem with that is this. And Prince Reza Pahlavi is saying they had no part in this. How how is it that the commander, the IRGC commander, or even if it's an Artesh commander who's pretty much IRGC related, flees? He just runs away. He goes, runs away, tells his soldiers to stay in the base, but he himself isn't there. And I have another video, but it's a little bit longer, so I won't show you. I'll summarize it for you. This is what's happening if you can put yourself in the moment. You're a soldier and you've been conscripted, and you have to serve 2 years of mandatory military service, and this is happening right now, the bombardment of the South. Your commander is nowhere to be found, and they tell you through comms, stay there in the base, don't leave. And you know that you're a ground soldier, and the fight is up there in the air. There's nothing you can possibly do, and you're like, well, can I go home and be safe? I don't want to be sitting in this military base as a potential target. And the commander goes, you stay there, or I'm going to personally persecute all of you to the fullest extent of the law and throw you in prison. So these soldiers stayed there in the base, got direct hits on them, and you know what happened. This is the biggest topic because it is exacerbating and amplifying the huge problem that the South believes the rest of Iran has abandoned them. They're getting bombarded in shifts, they're calling it. They're saying the Americans are coming and bombarding us in two different shifts whenever they want. There's nothing that the Islamic Republic can do. There's no air defense. There's nothing we have. We shoot a couple missiles at the Arabs, and that's it. And I went and looked in the group chats of the IRGC, and that's all they're talking about. This is going to be a much bigger issue than people realize, and it's going to split a lot of the people here even more, in these regime supporters even more, about why are we just getting hit and not doing anything? How are we abandoning our forces and our people in the South? Is this really the Islamic Republic that I know? The strong and capable? It's a huge, huge issue. Have you been hearing about that, by the way?
Yes, as much as the Islamic Republic is treating the South, people in the South, as if they don't matter, there's two things to keep in mind. First of all, the Iranian people themselves from Tehran are showing a lot of solidarity with the people in south of Iran. It's the regime that is abandoning them and treating them as if they don't matter, right? But the only reason why there's this discrimination of North versus South is not because the regime cares about the people in Tehran. It's because they are in Tehran. They themselves are in Tehran. But the way that is so biased. Like when missiles hit Tehran, they say like, oh, there was a missile hit. But when missiles hit southern Iran, they say partabe. I don't know what partabe is in English, but it's basically they're trying to, like, if you look at there's a double standard on state TV in Iran regarding how they report attacks in Tehran and how they report attacks in southern Iran. Like they make it seem like nothing is happening in southern Iran. Like
Projectiles.
Right now, yeah, projectiles, yes. So missiles versus projectiles. And so many people in southern Iran right now are recording videos on social media are like, projectile, what projectile? We're being hit by missiles here. Like we're like it's raining, you know, they're raining hell. Like this is did you see there was a letter? There was a letter that went viral on social media from a student in southern Iran. So some of the students are very angry with the government because they're not canceling the schools and they're not canceling their exams. And these students are scared to go to exams because there's bombardments happening in southern Iran. So there was this letter by a student that was writing before they go to exam, and they were writing like, if I'm going to go to my exam, if I die under bombardments while I'm being forced to go to my exam, I don't blame United States. I don't blame Israel. I blame it was a longer letter. It was very well written and it went viral. So I blame the Islamic Republic for sending me to under these bombardments. We should find that letter. That was a very beautifully written letter. I'll try to find it and maybe we could translate it. Okay.
Yeah. So that's actually going to be reflected, that double standard of reporting that they're doing in the IRGC in the South, feeling like they're being abandoned. It's actually going to be reflected in this Alligram segment that we're going to have right now. Let me just look for a few seconds and just make sure there's nowhere, there's no crazy news. So again, Kuwait is being hit directly, and yeah, so Kuwait's being hit, and then Erbil in Iraq is also being hit by the IRGC. And in terms of the IRGC getting hit, it's everywhere. It's literally everywhere. Yeah, the entirety, just from Ahvaz to Iran Shah and Sistan Balochistan, they're getting hit. Okay. So here we go with the Alligram section, where I go into the IRGC group chats and I grab some messages that reflect the mood and political discussions of the Islamic Republic supporters. So our first one here is this one.
I found the letter. I will.
Okay.
Let's do that. No. You go ahead. But I'm just telling people that once we're done with the updates, I will show you the letter and we will translate it together.
Gotcha. So guys, this person's saying 42 days of continuous attacks on Bahrain, the destruction of Fah Bridge with Saudi Arabia, destroying, everything in Bahrain, the royal palace, the big bridges, everything they have there. And then after we destroy and bombard Bahrain, we, the Islamic Republic, Iran can provide troops and weapons to help the people in Bahrain. America will warm up to Bahrain, and we can do the same with the help of the PMF, the Populate Hashd al-Shabi, in Kuwait. The war from Iran will focus on these traitorous countries. There are people in the Islamic Republic calling for the arming of the Bahraini people to overthrow the government of Bahrain. I read this and I was like, I never thought about that, but it makes sense. It makes sense. Why wouldn't they think about that? I mean, they're like, hey, why don't we arm the people of the Persian Gulf Arab countries and have them overthrow their governments like they think they're being oppressed? It's insane. The level of delusion is, it surprised me there. Then we had another person who is actually pro-war, but they are saying, we're getting closer to the moments that Asim Munir, Shahbaz Sharif, and the rest of Pakistan tell Trump that because of Asim Munir, the siege that was supposed to be strictly enforced was lifted and the ceasefire. So this person is pissed because constantly he's like, any second now, we're going to hear Donald Trump say, at the request of Pakistan, we're going back to the talks. And he doesn't want that. The next one is going to be this one. Translate this into English. And I know you guys are frustrated about that too. I mean, it's probably going to happen. I don't know. This guy's saying, I have a question. Actually, Armin, could you read this one? Because the translation is really poor. Is this large enough? Or
All right. Oh, yeah, I'm back. I was just going for a washroom break. Show it again. Go up.
Okay. It's this one.
Okay. بنده الان یه سوال دارم. Say like me, I have one question right now. مگر شعام و شخص پزشکیان احمق تعهد ندادن که تو این توافق ملت ضرر نمیکنن، کشور ضرر نخواهد کرد و امتیازات خواسته شده را خواهیم گرفت. He's saying, wasn't it not true that the National Security Council and Mr. Pezeshkian, the idiot Mr. Pezeshkian, promised us that in this agreement, the nation will not be harmed and that we will not have any damages, any cost, and they will give us points, they will give us things, and that we will get a lot in return. Like, didn't they promise us that the MOU, the agreement that we had with the Americans, will not have any negative effects on us and will bring us a lot of positives for us? Like, they will give us a lot from this. مگه شخص شخیص غالیباف نگفت این سند شکست تاریخی آمریکاست. Wasn't it Ghalibaf himself that told us that this document, the MOU, is the defeat of the United States? Like, didn't Ghalibaf said that this MOU, signing this MOU, is the defeat of America? So, الان به کدام یکی از این مفاد عمل شده جز این که هر شب به ما حمله میشه؟ Like, right now, what articles in this MOU is being abided by the Americans. They're attacking us every single night. الان طبق قانون نباید این افراد محاکمه بشوند. He's saying, shouldn't we, based on law, put Pezeshkian and Ghalibaf on trial for lying to us about the MOU? So this is a pro-regime person, guys, that is really upset at Ghalibaf and Pezeshkian for saying, like, it's the MOU is the defeat of the Americans. We're going to get so much from the Americans now. We won, they lost. And like, what the hell? You guys lied to us. Pezeshkian, Ghalibaf, you lied to us. These Americans are hitting us every single night. Every night. That's what he's saying.
These are meant to basically reflect the mood inside the Islamic Republic at the moment. And then we have another one. By the way, these regime supporters genuinely believe that there's 31 million of them in Iran. I'm not kidding. So this guy's saying, in response to someone else who said 31 million people have signed up for jihad, which is like the John Fada, like the sacrifice your life for Iran type of program. 31 million saying, oh my God, right? I don't know what website is saying that.
So these are the people who say that they signed their name to go to war with the United States and sacrifice their life. The Islamic Republic came up with the 31 million number, and none of these idiots is asking them, how do we know that you didn't just make up that number? 31 million Iranians signed up to go sacrifice their lives fighting against the Americans. That is such an obvious lie. It's such an obvious lie. Like, do none of these people wonder, like, what if the Islamic Republic made up the numbers of the people willing up to fight the Americans? Like, they could just like write this number down, and there's nobody to hold them accountable. But yeah.
This person's coping. I had this specifically labeled as cope. They're saying the government is heavily censoring the war situation in the South. Rest assured, if it is announced that there will be deployments, like troops in Iran going to the South to help fight Americans, more people will be sent to the war in Iran. Like they're saying, let me put this in Farsi for you guys as well, so you can read this, Armin. He's saying that, guys, it's not that bad down there. It's not that bad. And didn't he just say right here that there's going to be more troops sent to the south of Iran than there were sent to fight Iraq during the Iran-Iraq war?
Wait, what? So the first comment. So the first comment is saying the 31 million who signed their name, please go to southern Iran and defend the Iranians in southern Iran. So this guy is responding and saying, بیشترین سانسور از وضعیت جنگی جنوب از طرف دولته. So he's saying the people who are censoring what's happening in southern Iran is the government itself, like the Islamic Republic. مطمئن باش اگه اعلام بشه که اعزام هست بیشتر از جنگ عراق راهی میشن. دولت داره به شدت سانسور میکنه. So they're saying, like, I guarantee it that if they tell us to go to southern Iran, millions of it, like, well, hundreds of thousands of Iranians, like, because more people will go to south to defend against the Americans than what they did than the Iraq war, the 8-year Iraq war. Yeah, which I think it was in the millions. You're right, which is delusional. But you know what this shows, guys? This comment is very revealing. This comment shows that these are pro-regime, anti-American people, but they're against this current government, right? So these are the people who are pro-supreme leader, but they think that the current regime, which means Ghalibaf, Arakchi, and Pezeshkian, are basically censoring the information coming from southern Iran. So I guess in favor of the Americans. So he's saying the government is not telling us how bad the situation in southern Iran is, but if they ask us to go to Iran, millions of Iranians will go to defend against the Americans, which is it's delusional, but it also demonstrates the lack of the level of mistrust that pro-Islamic rule, anti-American and Israelis Iranians right now have the level of mistrust they have for the regime, for the Ghalibaf coup d'etat. They think like this is a Zionist takeover of the Islamic Republic.
You know, that's actually being echoed all throughout the group chat. This guy, whose name is Mujtaba, said that tonight 5 cities in Khuzestan, so around the southwest of Iran, especially Ahvaz, the biggest city there, were hit in the barracks. So they were the IRGC police stations and the intelligence bases were hit. The entire southern coast was hit. God bless you, admins. Please support us. We don't want you to exaggerate. Say these are missiles. That's a bomber. You know, all of our windows shook. It was a long way away. Ahvaz is huge and we still heard it. This person's angry and saying, why are some of the officials acting small? Why aren't you providing accurate information? Say they're missiles. Say we're being bombed. Don't say there's projectiles being thrown at us. Everyone's really mad about that in the South because they feel like their struggle is not being accurately conveyed. So then we have the Islamic Republic sharing some of their strategy. And this was posted by Farce News. I didn't find this anywhere else, so I thought I might share it with you. Oh, you were going to say something?
Yeah, after this, can I share the letter? Because the letter is very interesting. Okay.
الان از تفاهم چی مونده؟ هیچ. و خدمت شما عرض بکنم آقای خسروی الان من دارم جلوی شما و این ملت بزرگوار ایران
what's left of the MOU?
شهادت میدم شکستن محاصره راه دارد.
He just said, let me tell you. I have to tell you something. Let me tell you. There's a way to break the blockade. The guy on the right. Okay. Let's hear his brilliant idea, guys. It's going to be great.
حتما ما درباره شکستن محاصره نباید موشک بزنیم توی ناو آمریکا که بزنیم هم خوبه. اینم یکی از راهاشه.
Here's the solution, guys, to break the blockade. We shouldn't fire missiles at American ships and carriers. That's not the solution. Although it's good. But
ولی راهش زدن و متوقف کردن خطوط انتقال نفت از امارات و عربستان سعودی به دریای سرخه.
It's to hit the Arabs. We must hit the oil infrastructure of the Arabs going to the Red Sea. Forget about hitting the Americans. That's not the way to break the blockade. Hit the Arabs.
Of course.
And they've been doing that.
When in doubt, hit the Arabs.
There was explosions.
The Americans are hitting you. What do we do? What do we do? Hit the Arabs. The Israelis are bombarding you. What do you do? What do you do? Hit the Arabs.
Sir, there's been an explosion, and that's enough. That's enough. Hit the Arabs. Don't even tell me by who. Just hit the Arabs.
Right.
All right, let's see the letter. And then I have a couple more as well.
Okay. So guys, this was a letter from a student in southern Iran, in I think Bandar Abbas. Yes, in Bandar Abbas, Iran, to the rest of Iran. Okay. So the current situation is, let me give you context before I read you the letter. The students in Iran are being forced to go to do their exams under bombardment. So they have their final exams, and a lot of students and parents of their students are like, you guys need to cancel the exams. But they're saying if you don't show up, you're going to fail. So under bombardments, the Islamic Republic is not canceling the final exams. Either show up and do your exam or we'll fail you. So many students are showing up to their exams even though there's bombardments, right? So this student is writing this. Let me get the here. Saying درود بر آزادی. Hail to freedom. این چند خط رو با آرامش می نویسم. I write these few lines calmly and without fear. با آرامش می نویسم بدون ترس. Without fear. اگر فردا یا هر روز دیگری سر جلسه امتحان نهایی, if today or any other day on my final exam در محله سرود در شهر بندر عباس. So this is the neighborhood and also the city of Bandar Abbas in Surud, I think, neighborhood in Bandar Abbas city. So if in my exam, final exam, که در مجاورت مکان نظامی قرار دارد, which is located adjacent to a military site. So this student has to go to do his final exam, even though his school is right next to a military base. So that's why he's extra, that means that is extra risky for him to go to exam. So if during my exam, which is next to a military base, حادثه ناگواری رخ داد, something bad happens, an unfortunate incident occurs, مسئول مرگ من نه آمریکاست، نه آمریکا و نه کشور دیگری است. Then the one responsible for my death is neither America nor any other country. بلکه مسئول مرگ من جمهوری اسلامی است. But rather the one responsible for my death is the Islamic Republic. آنها ما را مجبور به حضور در مجاورت نظامی می کنند. از اجبار می گویم نه اختیار. He's saying they force us to be present in the vicinity of the military site. I say out of coercion, not choice. And then he talks, this first part was to the rest of Iran. This last part is to his family. بر خانوادم اجبار میکنم که از هر گونه دادخواهی کوتاه نیاید. He's saying, I urge my family not to back down from seeking justice in any way. So if I die, if I die under bombardment, I urge my family to seek justice for my death. به عنوان نماینده‌ای از جوانان و نوجوانان جنگ زده. And then, so he signs his name by saying, like, well, not his real name, but not his name, but he signs like this, as a representative of the war-stricken youth and teenagers. So that's how he signs, a representative of the war-stricken youth and teenagers. So this was on Sunday, 22 Tir, which is basically just like 2 days ago or yesterday.
Yeah, 2 days, yeah.
Yesterday.
Oh man. So here's the thing, guys. So many people pressured the Ministry of Education and schools to basically, stop the exams were being held right next to IRGC military targets. From there, due to parental pressure, they moved them to the mosques and other things. So they're still not completely safe, but they're not directly next to military targets. The Islamic Republic forced students like this one to take these exams right next to military targets. They wanted another minab. Do you realize that? Why do you think they pushed the children in minab propaganda so hard? They were trying to make another one.
So, by the way, guys, Ali, who is inside Iran right now, Ali, one of our mods, Ali, so we have two Alis. The Ali over here is the Ali soon to be in Iran, and the Ali who is a mod in the chat, he's an Ali already in Iran, okay? So he's saying, imagine youth going to school and they're boom, boom, what a life we have, heartbreak, laughing, heartbreak, can't take it. Ali, aren't you a student yourself? Yeah.
Guys, we have some breaking news.
Oh.
This is pretty significant, actually. SEDCOM has boarded the oil tanker called the Wen Yao in the Gulf of Oman today. They also redirected another 3 ships, and they disabled one yesterday. And they posted this.
Oh.
You guys might not clock it, but look at that. And if you don't look at that, look at this. That's Pete Hegseth. saying Iran does not control the Strait of Hormuz. And boom, you have a U.S. Marine on an Iranian flag oil tanker. Look at that. What a statement.
They took one.
They straight up took it. I wonder what they're going to do with it.
When did this happen? Just now?
Right now. Right. Yeah. So
Wow.
earlier today, they just announced it. I got this news earlier, but it was not verified anywhere. And I was like, okay, well, I don't know. And then CENTCOM just posted it.
That's an epic picture, by the way.
It's an epic picture.
Go back to the one with the Islamic Republic flag. Oh my God, that is so epic. They took over.
This is something the Islamic Republic can never do. You'll never find an IRGC soldier like on an American ship or base or anything like that. They'll never get close.
What are you talking about, Ali? Didn't the USS Abraham Lincoln sunk on the bottom of the sea like at least 8 or 9 times? Didn't they already?
I think it was like more like 100 times at this point.
They just
keep making more Abraham Lincolns.
Was this a full tanker or an empty one?
Let's see. Boarding this one. They didn't say anything about that, so let me see. Let me take that. And let's see if that was coming from or out. But yeah, while I look at that, let's go and look at the next one. You guys will definitely relate to Psalm here. So Sam in English, but Psalm in Farsi, that's how you pronounce the names. This guy is one of you guys.
Huh? Oh.
Okay, let me just put this in Farsi, actually. The translation's pretty bad.
دلمون خونه به خدا. جایی جنگ رو متوقف کردیم که دست بالا رو داشتیم. با خون نفت رو رسوندیم بالای $110. بعد اومدن تفاهم نامه امضا کردن که هر چقدر ما داد زدیم اینا اجرا نمیکنن. گفتن حرفای ترامپ رو چی؟ قرقر میکنیم. Okay. So this guy is basically saying like, we're so sad and so disappointed. I promise to God that we're so sad. This is a pro-regime person, like a pro-Islamic Republic, anti-negotiation with the Americans, right? So we're so sad. We stopped the war exactly when we had the upper hand. Sure, buddy.
Why did we stop?
Why did we stop? We were defeating the Americans. We had the upper hand, and we stopped the war exactly when we had the upper hand. Like we with our own blood, we brought oil to above $110. He said we paid in blood we to be able to bring oil prices above $110. Then they came and they signed the MOU. We kept on shouting at them, don't trust the Americans. They're not going to abide by the MOU. Stop trusting the Americans. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Stop. Let's keep getting them. Stop. And then they kept on telling us that you're changing. I think that you're changing Trump's words. Or basically, they didn't listen. They didn't listen.
We were in a position of power. Why did we stop fighting?
Why? Ghalibaf, Arakshi, Pezeshkian. We were winning against the Americans. Why did you stop? Why did you stop?
That's why he's one of you guys.
Yes.
Then we have...
What? Wait, why is he one of our guys?
Because he's like, why did we have to sign the MOU? Why didn't we just keep on going with the war?
Yeah, but
Dude,
they agree with us, but for different reasons, though. They thought they were winning.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Then we have Layla, who said, so basically people were talking about how the American citizen who was released in Iran, Iranian American, and they're like, why was that happening? It's like, I don't think it was a coincidence. And this person, Layla, is responding to that, saying, does anyone know what happened? What specifically happened that made the MOU just go up in smoke? Like, why are we having all these explosions and everything? Does anyone know? My analysis is that the IRGC was behind the assassination of Trump, and this is how it happened. I think they're growing from 2 to 3 brain cells here, slowly. She's saying why this is the reason why the MOU failed, is because the IRGC tried to assassinate Trump. That's why the MOU failed, guys. Not for any other reason. That's why it failed. And poor us, we have to pay. But why should the people have to pay for the blood of Khamenei or Trump or any other dishonorable politician? That's interesting, putting Khamenei and dishonorable politician in the same sentence. This person doesn't get it.
Wow.
Like, Layla doesn't understand. Layla genuinely does not understand why the MOU went up in smoke. She thinks it's because the IRGC tried to assassinate Trump. There's a lot of that. Then there's this one. And this one puts a little bit of perspective here. So this person,
So,
and probably Muhammad.
For people who are joining in, these are Islamic jihadi minded pro-regime Iranians who are frustrated with the fact that the Islamic Republic trusted the Americans with an MOU, and now the Americans are just being able to do whatever they want in southern Iran.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Exactly. And here it is. This person is saying, they're like, we're not even putting any pressure on the Americans. They're sitting there on that side of the world, living their lives. They'll get to their jobs. But those, even if their troops, the American troops here in Iran, are killed, they'll just replace them. That's it. They'll still have their jobs, their lives, everything. We can't touch the American infrastructure. We can't create problems in the United States of America, in their country. We're being harassed in Iran. And as usual, we're making a victory out of defeat. We're getting bombarded constantly. We're saying, oh, yeah, everything's going great. We're winning. The world's superpower doesn't have electricity for several hours a day. He's making fun of the Islamic Republic, saying, yeah, we, the Islamic Republic, are a superpower. He's like making fun of them.
Sure.
The world's superpower doesn't have electricity for several hours a day. There's blackouts in Iran right now. And it has just been reported that it signed an agreement with Iraq and Pakistan for electricity, which I hope is fake.
This is, guys, these are the regime supporters really frustrated with the regime.
Yeah. It's like, we can't even touch them. We can't do anything to Americans in their country. They're on the other side of the world. We're making a victory out of this? It's ridiculous. So that's the general sentiment of the Islamic Republic supporters today. Remember, this is the 5th consecutive night that they're being bombarded, and a lot of them are incredibly angry at how this is being allowed to happen. And they thought they were being told that they were winning, and why did we have to sign the MOU? We were in a position of power. So complete frustration on their side. So with that, I'm going to make sure I gave you guys... Okay, so there's a couple of updates that I'll just say real quick, and then we can read the super chats. Benjamin Netanyahu is not going to Washington next week. But because he's paying respects to United States Senator Lindsey Graham. Interestingly enough, Lindsey Graham's funeral is actually being postponed. It was supposed to happen this coming week. Netanyahu was also supposed to come this coming week for this funeral, but it's postponed. Got postponed a few weeks later in the future. So is something happening? I don't know. So there's just some sort of report that came out with Lindsey Graham's heart. I'm not really sure, but that's something that I wanted to tell you guys. And oh yes, therapy. Anyone want to see some therapy here?
Yes,
I'd like to see some therapy. So everyone knows good old Ali Khamenei, right, guys? Everyone knows who that is? Okay, good. So, his burial place in Mashhad was set on fire. It's a big fire too.
Are we sure that's real?
Yes. Yeah, I wanted to double check, triple check this. This is real. There's that video. There's this video.
اکنون آتش سوزی در حرم امام رضا دود سیاهی که بلند میشه صحن پیامبر اعظم.
Yep. That just happened yesterday. And here it is. So, this is the resting place of Ali Khamenei, who just got buried just a bit ago. This is the same video again. Mute that, but that's funny. They put out the fire, by the way. They got it. Unfortunately,
How did it happen?
But they don't know. They're trying to downplay it a lot. They're heavily censoring all the information that's coming out of this because the Iranian people want to know why and who did it. But the government is just saying that actually, guys, it wasn't Khamenei's resting site, guys. It was a workshop. And people are like, why is there a workshop in the tomb? Like, how does that make any sense? Are you guys ridiculous?
Wait, are you sure it's coming out of the tomb?
Yeah, it's coming out of the specific building that he was buried in. That's why everyone's like, oh my God.
We're doing... Okay, it's not exactly where the body is. It's in the building. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Oh my God. It was Neil Bunny saying it was the last pager exploding. That was one. Yeah.
So we have that. And then in terms of logistics, guys, we go to the map here. We still don't know exactly where the USS Boxer is, but from the same place that the USS Boxer came from, we have another logistics ship on its way. So that's called, I think it's called the USS, where is its name? Let's find it. The USS Kaiser. The USS Kaiser is set off, the Henry J. Kaiser is set off from Singapore. This is a major logistics ship that's going to bring a lot of vital supplies. And I think, if I know logistics and supply chain, they're not going to just send this ship to go and patrol. It's a logistics ship. It's not the USS Boxer. It doesn't have wartime capabilities. It's going straight to a specific location. And that, in my opinion, is CENTCOM. So it looks like we're bringing a ton of supplies on that ship alone. And the airlifts have been continuing in smaller amounts. So it looks like we're still building up a ton of military strength here in preparation to come. Again, the US bases in Europe have been seeing significant activity today. A lot of analysts are believing that that's because we're about to see B-1 and B-2 bombers carry out strikes sometime soon. And yeah, with that, let's read the super chats. And then afterwards, I'm going to show you guys the videos that CENTCOM has released about where they've been striking. There's a couple good ones there. It's not just it's not just the same, boom explosions. There's a couple cool ones in there. So with that, the first one is by the Persian American saying, I'm so happy. Yeah, so actually, if I assume what you mean correctly, yes. So there's another tanker that the Americans just seized today. There's continuous bombing still. So early today morning, the bombing started. They're continuing out today. Right now, I can't speak for some reason. Bushehr, Bandar Bosqesh, Sirik, Chabahar, Konarak, Iran Shah, and Sistan Balochistan, Ahvaz, all of them are being hit. Looks like these are different expanded targets, and we'll talk about that in a second. James Moore is saying, speaking of the Gulf of Aden, I watched a Spanish Navy helicopter near the entrance to the Bab el-Mandeb. It disappeared, most likely onto a Spanish naval vessel. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, makes sense that there's more countries navies around there, the Suez Canal. Probably just providing safety from pirates, I would assume.
We saw some
Thank you,
French
James.
getting involved and then running away at the last
They
minute.
just, yeah, they literally just ran away.
Yeah.
Thank you, James. He's been monitoring the ships and
Good
planes. Yeah, thank you. And Joanne is saying, could the Prime Minister of Iraq help with getting the people armed? Been hoping they could discuss this.
I think the current priority of the Iraqi government is to not get involved in military stuff in Iran. Like their highest priority is to get Iranian militias, like the Islamic Republic militias, out, and to be able to push for that, American military also needs to leave. They're like, American military out, American investments in. We want American business, American investments, American trade, no American military. So they're like, people with guns in our country need to be the Iraqi military. No proxies of the Islamic Republic and no Americans. We want to do trade with the Americans, businesses with Americans. All foreign troops need to leave. So given that that's the priority, I'm not saying that we're going to be successful necessarily on this. This is really, we're not there yet. This is very challenging to be able to achieve that. But they don't want to get involved in military stuff, especially with the Islamic Republic, because they're their neighbor, right? This is like, they don't want to give excuses to Islamic Republic to come and get active inside Iraq, right? So the main benefit right now of Iraq right now is they can help improve the strategic oil reserves of United States, giving United States enough more cushion. There's two benefits, okay? More cushion, more strategic oil reserves to be able to continue, like they could flood the market with more oil. So because Iraq is a very oil-rich country, as a way for the United States to be able to do more military operations. That's one. Long term, Iraq is one of the main countries considered in pipelines that bypasses the Hormuz Strait, right? So connecting the Persian Gulf to Syria and then to Europe, that is a very important part of eventually reducing the importance, not eliminating, but reducing the importance of the Strait of Hormuz. So having Iraq and Syria, this is why President Trump is interested in Ali Zaidi and in Jolani al-Shara, because they're both beyond, there are many reasons, but one of those reasons is Iraq and Syria are key in pipelines that would eventually reduce the importance of the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah, in Iraq, guys, has its own problems. It can't, as Armin's saying, afford to unnecessarily get involved. It has to play its cards really, really well here. And they have been, I think. Here's the thing. Al-Zaidi just visited Washington, right? He's actually going to Tehran now. And Tehran, the IRGC were pressuring him to first visit Tehran, then go to Washington. And they're really mad at him that he went to Washington first. So I'm actually kind of scared for Al-Zaidi here. He has to go to Tehran, and I don't know. Maybe they think he's a big threat and they assassinate. I don't know. It'd be terrible. But yeah, Joanne, I'm not sure they could. Here's the thing. I think Iraq could help. The best way that they could help is by eliminating the PMF and the other IRGC proxies in Iraq. It's completely aligned with their interests, providing security for their own country, and it's completely aligned with the interests of the Iranian people. I think that's the best help they could do. And thank you for the super chat. And Ehef saying, are we finally getting to the point where these insane people are realizing how insane the decades of conflict is? That's it. Time to move past it. I think a lot of the people are in the Islamic Republic who support the regime are finally waking up, and only that they're starting to doubt the Islamic Republic. That's it. I think if push came to shove, many of them would still help, but many of them wouldn't. And that was not the case just a year ago. So thank you for that, Yehef.
Wait, can you bring it back? I was Ali from
Yeah, of
Iran
course.
just sent me something. Sorry, are finally getting to the point where these insane people are realizing how insane their decades of conflict. Yes, that is time to move. Yes, and also on top of that, it's increasing defections, lack of morale, and less people willing to fight for the Islamic Republic. This is more important. This is more significant than a lot of people realize. This is helping with destroying the Islamic Republic from the inside. This is why winning the narrative war is as important as winning the economic and military war.
Yeah, and thank you for that super chat, Yehef.
Thank you.
Matan really wants me to read his chat here. He's saying the Henry J. Kaiser, which is the logistics ship just left Singapore that we just talked about right now, is their top speed is 37 kilometers per hour. Distance is around 5,580 kilometers. Divided by 37 is around 1 week. The exact calculation I did to predict the start of the war in Epic Fury. You know what's funny, Armin? I actually made the same calculation for the start of the war on February 28th. And I even came out on social media and I started posting on February 27th that like tonight is the night and it's going to strike. And then it happened and I was like, oh my God, I was right. Like I told you guys once the aircraft carrier would arrive that it would begin. But yeah, you know, Matan, I think the only problem with that is what I've learned, like the USS Boxer and the Gerald Ford and etc., is that that's assuming they're acting at top speed and assuming they don't stop or patrol or do anything else. They just travel as fast as they can to the area of operation. That's the only part.
Ali, I kind of feel bad for Mushtaba.
Why is that?
Mushtaba Khamenei. Because he just only now woke up. He's in our chat and he didn't, he was in a coma this entire time. So he's like, people are talking about the funeral. He doesn't know. He's saying, what funeral? He's saying, who died? Oh my God. He doesn't know.
Yes.
He just woke up, guys. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know how to tell you this. I'm actually not sure how to tell you this. How do we tell someone? Like, how do you show up to someone and you're like, you know,
just rip the band, just rip the bandage.
Okay.
Just rip the bandage.
Mojtaba, everyone you know is dead. Yeah, everyone. Like everyone, actually everyone. Like your wife, your children, your dad. Actually, wait, your brother's still alive. Yeah, and your mom. Yeah. Sorry.
We're so sorry.
But hey, you know, Trump has been calling you professional and reasonable. You know,
yes. You're the supreme leader now. Yay! You wanted this. Yes.
Just
you're the supreme leader.
Don't look down and look at your missing legs and
you're the congratulations. Yay! It's,
okay. It's all
you're
good.
the supreme leader. It happened. Majlis
God.
voted for you.
Guys, look. Khamenei's ghost is here as well, and he's saying, "Guys, it's all okay. I'm fine." Yeah, Mojtaba, don't look at that. Actually, that's just a troll. I promise.
Where are my legs?
Where are my legs?
Okay.
Oh
my God,
that's funny.
Okay,
that's funny. Thank you guys for coming and doing that. I like that. That was good.
Okay.
So, with that, the next one is by James Moore saying, I feel that the U.S. Back and forth with the IRGC would end if Ghalibaf were to be, you know what, sent on holiday to somewhere like Brunei permanently. Possibly a euphemism. What do you think, Armin? What do you think if Ghalibaf is eliminated right now? tomorrow, what do you think would happen?
Oh my God. I like it's so hard because everything will fall apart and like it will be so chaotic. You know what you know what you're asking me, James and Ali? Is like, it's kind of like having a chicken, okay, cutting its heads off and then letting it walk around because you guys know when you cut the chicken's head off, it keeps running a while. And then asking me, Armin, where do you think it's gonna die? Which part of the room? Like let's bet on which part of the room the chicken is gonna die. I'm like, I don't know. So that's what you're asking. If you cut off the chicken's head, where would it land? Where would it eventually die? So that's what you're asking.
Yep.
Yeah.
The only thing we can count on is that there's going to be chaos. That's all we can count on. And thank you, James, for the super chat. We have Fleshy Interloper, who says, anything happened while I was away? New grandchild. Whoa. Hey, congratulations to your family.
Wow.
What ended up happening is that the bombardments have not stopped. They hit some bridges. So some of you guys know how Bandar Abbas is the biggest port in Iran. They actually hit 2 bridges linking it to the rest of Iran. So is that an indication for a ground operation? They're isolating the city, but also is it an indication that the supply lines bringing in things from that port and oil to the rest of Iran have just been cut until those bridges are repaired?
Congrats. People are saying congrats, Fleshy. Yes. Then congrats.
And then the U.S. just seized a oil tanker with the Islamic Republic's flag on it, and they posted a picture of a Marine next to it. So that's it's a signal right there. But thank you, Fleshy, and congrats again. BT is saying Islamic Republic made posters for everyone but JD Vance, and this is raising American eyebrows. What's your opinion here? Many of us find this highly suspicious.
Well, it's not very suspicious. It's very telling. It's pretty obvious. The JD Vance is not aggressive against the Islamic Republic, so they're like, yeah, I guess he could live. It's pretty straightforward.
They prefer him to everyone else.
They prefer him. He's less evil than the rest of you Americans.
Yes.
He gets it.
So guys, quick reminder, by the way, we have Donald Trump addressing the nation in about 2 hours. No, sorry, an hour and a half here. And largely people are expecting him to talk about fair elections and the meddling of other countries in the elections of the US. He might mention some things about Iran. I'll be watching. And if anything crazy happens, of course, as always, I will be live. So yeah, BT, suspicious. Suspicious.
Very suspicious.
Thank you for the super chat. And Zip Gunnell is saying, did you talk about the Vance Rogan interview? Yes, actually, Armin has had lives today earlier, and he's talked about it. We also talked about it on our show yesterday, too.
Yeah, go check it out on Liberty Politics. And I'm going to probably going to be talking about again tomorrow. This is a major topic. Yeah, 2 live streams that I did today. Both of them, JD Vance was the main topic, I think, actually. The previous 2 live streams that we did.
This is so funny. We have multiple people that are like people are coming in with usernames like Malaysian Prime Minister, and then we have the United States President saying, I don't really care, bro. I love JD. Okay. But I guess they like him more. Okay. Interesting. So yeah, Zip, we did talk about it. Feel free to check it out. It's all on Liberty Politics mostly. Yeah. Fleshy Interloper is saying, Ali, what did you order CENTCOM to do tonight? I told them to hit the bridges, apparently, because they hit the bridges. They hit everywhere. They also hit the airport, one of the main airports in the southeast of Iran, pretty extensively, really hard. The strikes today, in terms of explosion intensity, were actually very, very high.
Thank you for doing that, Ali.
No
it's
problem.
getting very weird in the chat. We now have cute Netanyahu for some reason
Oh.
saying I love Pookie. Yeah, I don't
Gotcha.
know what is happening in the chat, but okay. It's okay. Okay, gotcha. Ali's like, okay, I guess okay.
Yeah, guys, those bridges are completely taken out. They're missing parts, like completely. The whole bridge is just severed. Like there's just nothing in the middle. There's bridge, and then nothing in the middle. It's done until they fix it. Yeah, Fleshy. I'm telling him to do more. You know, I told him I liked what you did last night when you went and struck Tehran. Maybe we should do that again. And yeah, looks like so far they haven't.
Wait, Ali, CuteNet, and I know you're in touch with CENTCOM. Now we have Netanyahu asking cute Netanyahu. Like, do you guys need?
Well, here's the
decide?
thing,
Well,
guys. This is why you watch our stream, because I got my contacts in CENTCOM. Armin has his contacts in Mossad, right? He's been getting paid for a long time, $7,000.
I mean, now we have cute Netanyahu here as well.
Now we have
so that's good.
Netanyahu reaching out to us. Oh my God.
Ooh, that's amazing. Okay.
Thank you, BB.
What's the next one? Thank you, BB.
James Moore, thank you for the super chat, saying all those women in front of the ones in the very will with the AKs and no trigger safety. Oh yeah.
Oh.
You know what? They should march to battle like that, because absolutely, let's use some tactics from 50 BC, and let's march in a little phalanx with AKs and just try to be like, get out of the way. I don't think they can get out of the way. They can't get out of the way. It's a great idea. Thank you, James. Saber
Okay,
coaching.
you have to read this. Ali, read this in full. It's a super chat.
Oh, wait. I can't say that. You know why? Because I feel like sometime in the future, someone's going to clip that. That's going to be terrible. Guys, they're saying in the name of God, praise be to God, my, you know what, genitalia for the supreme leader.
How do we say it?
What's that
okay, I'm
one
gonna
where it's
change.
like,
I'm gonna maybe I say something that rhymes. Allahu Akbar, chosam baraye rahbar.
yeah.
Okay, so I didn't
What's
say
that? What was
thing.
that chant during the protests that was like, Gorme sabzi to dastam? It was like
Sabzi polo ba mahi.
Oh yeah.
Fulan nane sepahi. Again, we're trying to be polite here.
Yeah.
Okay. These are guys, these are Iranian swear words. They're pretty R-rated. So
yeah, they're pretty bad.
Yes.
Thank you, Saber. I don't know how you are. Maybe Saber's Iranian. Maybe that's how they knew.
Are you Iranian?
Yeah, are you? Jagatai is saying, Allahu Akbar. We want a hamburger. Waddle, waddle. Yeah, people like that video that you showed. And in fact, it kind of rhymes. Like you'd be like, Allahu Akbar, we want a hamburger. Hamburger.
They did walk like penguins as well. You know, they look like penguins. Oh, guys, look at this. This guy is pro-regime, pro-Islamic Republic. He's now threatening me. He's saying, never be a mujahid. Mikonimet tuvanet. Wow. So this is pretty good. This guy is a pro-regime, pro-Islamic Republic regime, and he gets really frustrated with us. He's always here. Okay? And now he's coming up with his own chant. He's saying, never be the MEK. So he's accusing me of being in the MEK, right? We will put you in a van. Like we'll basically kidnap you and take you hostage one day.
And then Gandalf is responding, I think.
رهبرتون رو بردیم بلال به چاش آوردیم. I love Gandalf's picture. Look at, oh my God, this is his picture, guys. Gandalf is an Iranian inside Iran. You can see how much Iranians are frustrated with JD Vance. So they turned JD Vance into a mullah with a turban on, and they have Trita Parsi with the Islamic Republic symbol on him which is the lobby of the Islamic Republic in Washington, D.C., like, whispering in his ears what to do. And also, guys, J.D. Vance has connections to NIAC, which is a lobby of the Islamic Republic in Washington, D.C.
Yep.
Yeah.
What a terrible infiltration, by the way. Like, did no one vet that? How did that get through? How can you be at war with a country and still allow their proxy to be reaching the ears of your vice president? Just a terrible
Ali,
failure.
You got your own chant. Do you want to see? This one's
Somani. Wait, what?
Somani fitnegar.
What does fitnegar mean?
Somebody who brings like war and like cause division.
Oh, like a warmonger. Okay. Rafti Nzira.
Oh, don't read
it. So small.
Don't read that one. That's a
Oh, okay. Wow. That was a good one, man. Gosh, that was actually terrible. Try again. Bring it back.
Guys, this is good. Ali, you got your first chant against you. This is new.
But how do I put that into English though? It's like,
guys, Ali, look at this.
Yeah. Honest, I'm not. That doesn't count. That's not my first one. You gotta do better than that.
Ali, you know you're going places when people actually dedicate time to make a chant against you. So this is an accomplishment.
I'm not saying that was my first one. There has to be something better than that. That was really fucking lame.
Okay. All right. Fair.
This guy's saying khubud. No, it was really bad, dude. He's saying I did good. You're embarrassing me out here, man. All right. We got Amy here. Thank you for the super chat. Saying, don't forget to make disclaimers throughout the video. Pew pews and etc. OMG, fatties, lol. I love how the first thing we noticed about that video was how fat.
But okay, but no offense, but those are not the bodies of people who are fighters. Okay, like I know, like if you have that body and you're sitting behind a desk, or if you have that body, or I don't know, doing interior design, like okay. But if you have that body and you have guns, they're like, oh, look at us, we're so intimidating. Like, no, right? Like it's not just that they're fat. It's like you're pretending to be soldiers. Like you're not fit for battle.
It's really bad.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, the men in the IRGC are not that much better. Let's be honest.
Right.
But yes, Amy, we will make the disclaimers. You're right.
Yes, we will.
Thank you for that. Real quick, someone in the chat was asking about our school group. Do you mind pulling up our discussion group? I'm trying to find where it went.
Yeah. Yeah, this is our discussion group, guys. We had a really interesting group call today.
Yeah, so Justin was asking, how do I join this? There's nothing on school. Ooh. Yeah, so if you just click on the link in description, you're already on school, and then you click on calendar. Yeah. Calendar is the key.
Yeah, our group calls are in the calendar. So you could get there by scanning the QR code in the top left. You could get there by the link in the description, or here, let me put the link to it in the chat as well. Okay.
Yeah.
You could get there by the link in the chat. And then if you go to the calendar, you can see all our group calls and pick one to come and talk to us over there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. There you go. There's our group. So yeah. Thank you so much, Amy, for that super chat. And we got Fleshy Interloper. Thank you for the super chat. It says, Marines will be terrified of penguins. Yeah, imagine showing up to like 120-degree heat, sandy beaches on the southern coast of Iran, and you just see penguins, just full on Durkha garb. You know, you're gonna be crapping your pants just because they're wearing that much clothes in that heat, and nothing else alone. Okay, Bahrain is getting it again. Bahrain is really getting it. Jeez. All right. Okay. So, I hope you're right, Fleshy. And Christian Evan Christensen saying, you good? Thoughts on Balochistan seceding from Pakistan today? Wait, what?
They haven't. Like,
Yeah.
maybe they make statements about it. And also, I'm against it. We don't want to violate Pakistan's border integrity, and any success of the Baluchi separatist groups on the Pakistani side will obviously lead to the instability of Iranian borders and will be a refuge for the separatist Baluchis on the Iranian side as well. But
Okay,
did
so
the Baluchis on the Pakistan side declare independence today or something like that?
kind of.
that what
So
happened?
what I thought happened where there's a self-declared group in Balochistan who claim that they have secured the majority of Balochistan in Pakistan and then declared independence.
Yeah, so that's not seceding.
yeah.
That's basically, they're self-identifying. They have, they have Baluchistan dysphoria. We don't have to respect it. This, yeah. So what is it called? No. What is it called when people? What is that thing called? Yeah, I forgot. But yeah, they're self-identifying as
Independence?
Baluchistan as a country. No, sorry.
Secede?
No. You know when you think that you are a man trapped in a woman's body, what is that condition called?
Imposter syndrome?
No. Anyways. But anyways, they just because they think that they're an independent country, they are not an independent country. Okay? Just because they say it. They haven't seceded. They haven't seceded.
Yeah, they have not.
Oh, dysmorphia. Sorry, dysmorphia.
Yeah, I just don't really see that happening ever, actually. Yeah, Christian. I hope you're good. And Jasper is saying many people, including the Dutch, ignore the Iranian situation due to Trump derangement syndrome. How can we reach these people despite the bias?
Dysphoria. Sorry, dysphoria. I said it correctly.
I'm trying to think of a good answer here. So, I mean, the question is, how can we reach the TDS people who are ignoring the situation
including
of the
many
Iranians?
Dutch, ignore the Iranian situations due to Trump derangement syndrome. How can we reach these people despite this bias? Do you have how many? Don't you have Iranians in Netherlands? Don't you have that there? Is it the Deutsch or the Dutch? Dutch. That's the Netherlands, right? Yes.
Dutch is
get Dutch
Netherlands,
and
yeah.
Deutsch. Netherlands. Right? Deutsch
listen,
is
basically,
Dutch. Yeah.
Jasper, you could try to say that, look, the Iranian people have been having this problem for 47 years. Donald Trump has been president for how long? This has been going on for so long, and it's in the strategic interest of America. That's why Donald Trump's acting. Remember, you have to dumb down things real hard to talk to these people because they're really stupid. And then say that the Iranian people have their own desires that are independent from any other countries or group, and they want the regime gone. Don't you think that it's right for the Iranian people to stand up to their oppressors, their murderers? That's pretty much the only thing you can say. Other than that, yeah,
you can also use the Iranian community in Netherlands and give them a platform and amplify their voices so that they're not hearing it from Trump, they're hearing it from the Iranian people in Netherlands. That's what you could do.
Yeah. But in general, Jasper, just realize that's an incredibly steep uphill battle, and there's really not much you can do to change people's minds on something they're not willing to change their minds about. But thank you for that super chat. Fleshy Interloper is saying, surprised Alibov hasn't been deposed. That's why he's trying to find so many allies. He has to stay alive.
He's too useful. Like, if they depose him, what are they gonna do? Like, like the Islamic Republic needs to talk to the Americans. There's nobody, and if they depose him, then the United States are going to just kill everybody. Like, they know that.
Yeah.
They know that if they get rid of Ghalibaf, then the Americans are just gonna come rain hell upon them.
Exactly. Okay, so that's interesting. It looks like Bahrain, Kuwait, and Jordan are being hit by missiles as we speak. But it looks like these aren't ballistic. They might be cruise missiles, I'm assuming, because we're actually getting warnings from Bahrain this time. Earlier this morning, they didn't get warnings. They just got hit. So those are definitely ballistics. But yeah, you know, Fleshy, I don't think he has a choice. He has to keep on going forward. He's thrown himself into this spiraling plan, and there's only one way out for Ghalibaf. It's forward. He stops, he's dead. Nail Bunny is saying, Armin, Ali Agha sent you something in Telegram.
Yes, I saw. Thank you. Look at how kind Nail Bunny is. She was like doing Ali. Like, I saw. Thank you, Nail Bunny. Thank you so much. She's using a super chat to make me check my Telegram. Yeah, I know it's old. I already responded back then, but I saw that you were trying to bring attention to it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Nail Bunny.
Thank you,
and James Moore saying, how is southern Iran? Was there much movement of the fast attack boats? They've been attacked. The fast attack boats have largely been targeted to a large extent and destroyed. Several dozens, if not hundreds of them, have been destroyed. Here's the thing. Southern Iran as a whole is doing terrible. Whether you're IRGC or you're Iranian people, it's doing terrible. There's extreme heat, extreme heat, power outages, shortages of everything that you could possibly think of. Because now that the port is isolated from those bridges being cut, it's only going to get worse. For the IRGC, it's much worse. They're facing an internal rift over why they're not doing anything to bolster the defenses of the South. And the answer is they can't do anything. They have no anti-air defense or any significant fighter jets that they can send after the Americans. And there's nothing they can do. So what they are trying to do is they're trying to have martyrs. They're trying to kill the regular Iranians, whether it's the people or soldiers, and claim that America is striking civilian targets and innocents. Disgusting. Yeah, it's not doing good. It's really not doing good in terms of military or anything else. As always, the people have to pay the price. That's a great question. Amir the Cricket sent a cricket. Yes.
Oh, wow.
He just wanted to
Very
let us
fitting.
know.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for
Thank
the
you, Amir.
cricket.
I like that. And Nail Bunny is saying, no, Armin, the USS Abraham Lincoln was shot down.
Oh, from the sky. Yes. Sorry, I forgot. Yes. That explains why it's in the sea. It was flying and now it's fallen to the sea.
There's someone on YouTube who streams all of the crappy videos the Islamic Republic made about shooting down B-2 bombers and blowing up the Abraham Lincoln. And I don't know why, but you know, they're actually getting views. It's funny. Thanks, Nail Bunny, who also gifted 5 Liberty Politics memberships.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Claus. Thank you
growing
for
the community.
Basket. Yes.
And James Moore saying barbecued Ayatollah for the shrine being set on fire.
Yes.
Cremated. You know, they respond to that fire immediately, and they don't to other fire. There was a fire today in Kadaj in the market, and they didn't do anything about it. And people were so incredibly angry. Guys, there was quick side note. For anyone who's Iranian, there was 2 incidents in Iran today. One, in Kadaj, near the capital of Tehran, a fruit market was set on fire. And the shop owners and stalls and everything were complaining to the officials saying, we pay you guys so much money to be able to sell our stuff here. And now that there's a fire, we can literally look at the fire with our own eyes. You guys aren't doing anything. Nothing. Like everything's burning. You're not doing anything. That's huge. That's rippling across the channels like huge. Because remember, anytime you have discontent and then something particularly happens, it gets amplified. The second one is that a bus in Tehran today failed to brake, crashed into a couple of cars and people, and resulted in a very, very bloody scene. The Islamic Republic came out and said nothing happened. No casualties, no injuries. The videos on the ground prove the exact opposite. There's literally pools of blood everywhere. And people are, again, very, very pissed at that because they're heavily censoring everything in the South. And that's the same problem, amplified. Thank you for the super chat, James. And Isla is gifted 1 Liberty Politics membership. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And Fleshy Interloper, who said, thanks, everyone, for the congrats.
Oh.
Yes, congrats again for the grandchild.
Thank you for sharing a beautiful news to us. Thank you for sharing.
Coming
that
to tell
with
us.
Yes.
And, oh no, BT's trying to get me with this, saying, Ali, what? I can't read that. It's so small. مجانی رو سرخ میکنی هرچی از صورت
علی مجتبی رو سرخ میکنه هرچی از صورتش مونده تو فلاشه.
فلاشه. Oh, فلاشه. Oh, that's an ad. Oh, yeah.
I don't know what the second part is, but like Ali, you're cooking Mujtaba. Whatever is remaining of his face is in the flesh. I don't know what that means. In the flesh. That sounds like Google Translate. So we don't know what that means.
I guess. Yeah. Yes, BT.
Absolutely. Yes, BT. wait. Here's what she was trying to say.
Ali makes Mujtaba blush. What's left of his face is in a flush. Oh, felash. Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay, this makes sense in English.
That's a better chant than constriction guy. That's a better one.
Okay.
Although, not by much. I don't know. I don't know if I want to be known as the guy who makes Mujtaba the blush. You know what I mean? Because you're alluding that he's gay and you're alluding that he would be attracted to me. And I'm not sure if I like that one much better.
Okay. Oh my god. This is great.
Anyway. That's why I didn't become a nurse. Thank you, BT.
Oh my god. If you know, you know, guys. Wait, let me tell them. There was reports that Mujtaba Khamenei, when he woke up in the hospital, he started making he came on to the male nurses there. He sexually assaulted them. So I don't know if Ali is his type. Unless you dress up as a nurse, I guess. Male nurse.
No. What you guys are? This chat is unreal, man. This chat is unreal. What do you mean I got to take one for the team? What do you mean by that?
Oh my god.
Ridiculous.
Oh no.
Ridiculous. And Tao Fei is saying you can't fix stupid. Remember, ignorance is the lack of information on a given subject. Stupid is standing with the rain in the rain, wondering why you're wet. Ignorance is the lack of information.
Yes. So if you lack information, you could just give people information and they stop being ignorant. But if you're stupid, they're saying there's no fix for that. That's what it means.
Oh man, the chat's on fire. I wonder if Tao's talking about the people who are having TDS syndrome, or if he's talking about JD Vance,
or those chubby militant.
Yeah, or the quite large front line that the IRGC have.
Yes, yeah, I don't know. All of them. Why not all? Let's say it was all. It's referring to all of them.
Sorry, Kevin. I didn't mean anything about male nurses. I meant that, if anything, there's a shortage of them. In the Islamic Republic, there's a shortage. After Mojtaba took all of them.
Okay. Yeah, we don't want to lose our male nurse fan base over here. Important.
Interesting. These are great comments, by the way. I'm getting clowned on.
Yes. By the way, Kevin was a male nurse in the military. So thank you for your service.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Kevin, we weren't saying anything about against male nurses. We were protecting them against Mujtaba Khamenei's sexual assault. So Mujtaba Khamenei sexually assaulted male nurses, and thank you for your service. And we're against that. We're not saying anything. So protect all male nurses all around the world against Mujtaba Khamenei's grabby hands.
Absolutely. Yes. It's just crazy to me that BT, wanted that for me. I don't know, BT. You got to defend yourself there. Thank you, Tao, for the super chat. And we have Van de Wield, who's saying they're not dim, but dishonest, which is much worse. Is it?
Yes.
I think they're equally destructive, right?
No. Because if they are dishonest, that means that there's a strategy behind their evil dishonesty. And that's more dangerous. Intelligent evil is more dangerous than the destructive power of stupid.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I think it depends on a couple of things, but yeah, largely I agree. Thanks, Van de Wild. And Sarah Ocean is saying, cursed be anyone who threatens Armin and Alijun. Yes.
Oh.
You hear that, BT?
Oh. Oh, no. Wow. Sarah,
I can't believe
Ali just took your curse and redirected it at BT.
And to the people in the chat who wanted me to take one for the team. I mean, guys, come on. This is Mojtaba Khamenei we're talking about.
Oh, no. Wow. This was supposed to be wholesome. Look at what you did, Ali. You cursed the chat.
Thank you, Sarah. And John Lynn is saying, do you think part of the macro strategy for blocking the Hormuz is to cut off oil to China and drain their oil reserve to deter Taiwan invasion? Yeah, I said that. Oh my God, you know what? Actually, I said that in one of your group discussions in early February. So here's the thing. China knew that this was the case, but not because the US was intentionally blocking oil from getting to China. China just knew that because of the conflict, oil would not get out into the rest of the world, and they cut their demand by, I think it was like between 10 to 20%. But it's not like Trump was aiming to hurt China in particular. He was aware that it would hurt China, and China was aware that it would hurt them. But no, I don't think it was a explicitly strategy to deter the Taiwanese invasion that way.
How would that deter the Chinese? I mean, they're already deterred because their military sucks. But how would that deter maybe I'm not getting it. How would that deter China?
It would deter them, one, from seeing that their economy is getting under pressure, but then the most important part is that the Strait of Malacca was being occupied by not only an aircraft carrier, but also the USS Boxer and other things at the time. Could have been a signal of, hey, you invade Taiwan, the Hormuz is already closed, we'll close the Strait of Malacca as well, and you're screwed.
So I guess, yeah, I think it might be a byproduct. I don't think it was a direct strategy. Maybe, I don't know. Like the depletion of their oil reserves of China might actually, you're right, maybe it would degrade their logistical abilities to launch, because it would be very resource intensive to invade Taiwan. So maybe with
Well,
the
rather than
yeah, I mean, you're
resource,
right.
think
No, I
about it
mean,
this
given
way.
that, let
Sorry,
me
you
just
go
say
first.
this: given how much United States is limited with their military operations when their oil reserves is hitting critical levels, then that would apply to China and Taiwan as well. So yeah, I guess you're right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, thank you, John. Byproduct is the answer.
Thank you.
And James Moore is saying, which fruit is the most flammable?
It needs to be a dry one.
Guys,
Or
what
dried
fruit is the
fruits.
most flammable? No
Dry,
cheating.
dried fruits. All of them, when dried.
So would it be like a fig?
Fig is, I don't know, fig. What fruit is dry? They're all kind of watery. Yeah, fig has less water in it.
Someone said banana, and now I kind of want to go try it.
No, I think you're right. No, wait, dates.
Oh,
the
yeah.
dates?
Yeah, that makes sense. They have a lot of sugar in there too.
They have least amount of water.
Hey, you searched for that. That's not fair. That's not fair.
I did not search it. I honestly think that when you said, actually did search and I didn't get that answer. Here I just got the answer from my search right now from AI. My AI answer is citrus fruits like oranges and lemons are the most flammable fruits because their peels contain microscopic glands loaded with limone oil. When the peel is squeezed, this highly volatile oil is atomized into a fine mist that instantly ignites into a flash of fire when exposed to flame. So I did search. This is the answer I got. The date was my answer. So AI gave me a different answer. Yeah.
Gotcha. There you go, James. Thank you. Firejack is saying the isolation of all routes to Bandar Abbas area through bombing can be to stop supplies or a preparation for forces landing, or both. Your opinions? Yes, completely agree. Largest port in Iran, brings supplies to other cities, you just cut the route. And if you want to land invade, you can stop reinforcements from coming. So, agreed.
That's a lot of people are suggesting that this is what we're seeing is preparation for exactly that.
Yeah. But again, keep in mind, guys, it's not like they hit the two bridges and they're going to invade tomorrow. If they wanted to invade tomorrow, they would have hit everything right now. So we're still ways away, I think, in terms of weeks away. Thanks, Firejack. Omid is saying, what are we going to do with the Mushtaba's billion-dollar real estate empire in the UK? Already taken care of. Already taken care of. Scott Bessent put sanctions specifically on the people who run his billion-dollar real estate empire in the UK and around the world. And yep, say bye-bye to them. They can't do anything anymore. No more transferring of money, no more nothing.
Amazing.
There you go, Omid. And Saber Kojing is saying, Mojtaba bemiri, dududasho nakiri.
Wait, Saber Coaching, how are you making these? I think does
that exist? If that doesn't exist, you just made a new national chant.
No, yes, that's pretty good. I don't think it exists because he made it based on the male nurses assault by Mujtaba, right? Because guys, Mujtaba, the story is that Mujtaba, when they took him to the hospital after the bombardment, he was when he was in the hospital, he was under the influence of the drugs that he was on, and then when the male nurses were there, he went for their genitals. He tried to grab them. He tried to grab their dicks.
Yeah.
So this guy, yes.
Yeah, I'm absolutely not taking one for the team. So it's.
I know,
Hey,
guys.
guys,
I know people are saying he's dead. It's a fake story. I didn't say. I say it's the story. It's a rumor. I didn't say if it was a real story or not. It is a rumor,
Yeah.
so we're gonna go with it.
It's like, so guys, Bemiri and Nagiri rhymes, right? So it's like Mojtaba, die, just don't grab, people's peepees.
Yes, dicks, penis. What else? But guys, the part that is not a rumor is that he's gay. Like that is not a rumor.
Yep. And somehow it's okay, he's the Supreme Leader's son, or I guess he is the Supreme Leader now.
Well, it's not okay because his main interest is children. Like he's like, he doesn't like.
No, it's okay
that's
for
his
the
main
regime.
interest.
They don't care.
Oh, okay. That's what.
Thank you, Saber Coaching. That was a good one. I'm gonna remember that one. And Lior says Prince Ali never stop smiling. That's my feedback. Oh, thank you. Yeah, guys, if you have feedback for the stream, please let me know. I love getting constructive criticism. Thank you, Lior. That's very kind of you. And Nail Bunny saying Mujtaba's PP doesn't work. So nothing. Oh my God. See, there's layers to this. The layers to the lore. Guys, not only is he gay, he also likes grabbing male nurses, but also he does have erection problems. He had to get medically treated for it. It's layers.
Wow.
Thank you, Nail Bunny.
Thank you, nobody.
Veteran Hoffman has been a member for 2 months. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And also
But
said,
he's grabby though, even though without a PP. Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Ugh. And Veteran Hoffman said, Mujtaba woke up in the hospital screaming, I met Jesus. We need to stop all this. I think he meant the United States of America, Veteran Hoffman. I think he meant the USA.
Jesus. But no, let's go with that. Let's go with that. For the sake of Veteran Hoffman, yes. He meant Jesus.
Thank you. Thanks for the super chat. BT says, I was just trying to make the construction guy jealous about his boyfriend looking around. Oh, shade. I wonder if he's still here in the chat. Nope, he left. I think it's funny that sometimes these regime supporters, the same ones, come into our chat periodically and just throw like not even a constructive insult or anything. It's like the worst nothing burger. Oh, look, he's still here. No, anyway.
Oh, here.
Yeah, BT, beat him. Beat on him. Thank you for that super chat. And Curtis is saying the IRGC doesn't know when to hold him, know when to fold him, or know when to walk away, or know when to run. I don't think they have any choice. If they hold them, they get hit. They fold them, they get hit. They walk away, they get hit. They run, they get hit. So yeah, there's nothing they can do.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, you're right. Curtis, it does seem like they make these decisions at the worst time every single time. The problem is that they don't actually make these decisions. The decisions are made for them.
Mm-hmm.
They just have to, yeah.
Exactly. Did we miss one? Okay, cool. All right. So, guys,
don't. No, you go ahead. You give a quick update.
Okay, so I was going to get a quick recap, but what were you going to say?
No, you do the quick recap, and then I go. I'll tell
Okay.
people about the discussion group. Yeah.
Guys, essentially tonight what we saw was escalation on the infrastructure front. Remember, guys, 2 bridges is not all the infrastructure in the Islamic Republic. The reason why he doesn't hit all the bridges or infrastructure yet is because if he did, the Persian Gulf Arab countries would eat it. Their infrastructure would also get hit. So what we're doing right now is showing a signal to both the United States is sending a signal to both the Islamic Republic and the Persian Gulf Arab countries that we're about to get serious here. This coming week, Donald Trump said he's going to hit the infrastructure of the Islamic Republic. I would take that pretty seriously. He's been pretty fed up. I know we've heard him say that multiple times, but he is very fed up, and I would take him seriously on this threat. The Islamic Republic might come forward with some sort of concession or some sort of promise to talks, but until they can give him something concrete, I don't believe that's going to save them. Israel might be given the green light in the next week or two, come in, shed a layer of IRGC leadership, extensive air campaign over Iran, go back to negotiations about nuclear. That could be what's happening here, guys. It looks like that's what's happening. So that's the quick recap. So, guys, we have a discussion group, which you guys should join. We do it every day, and we both have sessions. We have sessions that are, just for Armin, and then we have sessions that are just for me. And it'd be great if we could hear you guys' opinions.
Yes, come to our discussion group. The link, let me actually put the link one more time. We have every day, we have group calls. Every day. The link is in the chat. The link is in the QR code. The link is, let me actually do the Ali's link.
Yeah.
So,
and if you don't feel like joining today, every single video that we post, we have the link in the description. At any point that you're feeling like you have something to say, join up, join the call, talk to us.
Yes. And guys, also remember that the partner channels with Liberty Politics is Ali's channel, Grease Monkey, and Guy's channel. I just put the link to all of them in the chat, so make sure you go and subscribe to Ali's channel, Grease Monkey and Guy. So Ali focuses on Iran, Grease Monkey focuses on United States, and Guy focuses on Israel. All of them are in the chat, in the description. So make sure you go check them out and subscribe to all of them.
Yes.
Awesome. And subscribe to Liberty Politics as well, right?
Yes.
Liberty Politics YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe over there.
Yes,
And
guys.
then
We
hit the
have
bell
my channel here, Ali Samani, and then we have Liberty Politics as well. Please make sure you subscribe to both. We're here every single day. We cover all of the developments regarding Iran, and we give our analysis on what's about to happen.
Yes. All right, guys. So love you guys. Thank you so much for being with us for the past, oh my God, almost 3 hours now. What? No, 2.5 hours. Thank you. So we'll see you same time tomorrow. These days we have so many updates these days. So Ali does a really good job in getting all the details, which is amazing. I don't see, guys, there's not a single show out there. When it comes to Iran and the Middle East, there's not a single show out there. I guarantee it. That captures as much details as Ali does. That doesn't exist. So make sure you subscribe. Yes, it's true. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification, and also recommend these shows to your friends and to your enemies. Okay. And thank you for that. And till tomorrow, same time. I'm Israel Chai. Slava Ukrainian. Cuba Libre. Long live America.
Javicha.
Payende. Iran. See you guys.